ships at a distance have every man's wish on board. For some they come in with the tide. For others they sail forever on the horizon, never out of sight, never landing until the watcher turns his eyes away in resignation, his dreams mocked to death by time. That is the life of men now. Women forget all those things they don't want to remember and remember everything they don't want to forget. The dream is the truth, then they act and do things accordingly. In the novel Their Eyes Were Watching God, Zora Neale Hurston starts off the novel by informing the readers of the specific gender roles. Hurston explains that men wish for things they don't have and some men will get what they wish for but others will not. Hurston also explains that women on the other hand wish for reality, and that is precisely what they get, and they don't ask for something they don't have but rather act in accordance with what they have.
Wish I had $1 million. For? Of course you never. Only us explorers can get it. I've been nominated for membership in the National Geographic Society.
Is this the year you can't hear on? George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die.
I'm going out exploring someday. You watch. And I'm going to have a couple of harems. And maybe 3 or 4 wives. Wait and see.
It happened over one of those dinners that chasten all women sometimes. They plan and they fix and they do. And then some kitchen dwelling fiend slips a scorchy, soggy, tasteless mess into their pots and pans. Janie was a good cook, and Joe had looked forward to his dinner as a refuge from other things. So when the bread didn't rise, and the fish wasn't quite done at the bone, and the rice was scorched, he slapped Janie until she had a ringing sound in her ears and told her about her brains before he stalked on back to the store.
An ordinary dinner party. The sort of occasion we all enjoy. The men are exchanging witty stories. And look at the women, aren't they pretty? Look at the way they laugh. They're delightful. But now the conversation turns to more serious matters.
I wonder if the government should return to the gold standard. I think it should. Good. Then we're all agreed.
But oh dear, what's this? One of the women is about to embarrass us all.
I think the government should stay off the gold standard so that the pound can reach a level that will keep our exports competitive.
The lady has foolishly attempted to join the conversation with a wild and dangerous opinion of her own. What half-baked drivel. See how the men look at her with utter contempt.
Then we're going home.
Women, know your limits.
The video shows that whether an uncooked meal or just a sharing an opinion at the dinner table, women are not valued unless they are perfect and don't exceed their limit that society forced upon them. Women are only valued for what they are entailed to do and nothing more.
Away.
Good. So we're all agreed. We should return to the gold standard.
Oh, I don't know anything about the gold standard, I'm afraid, but I do love little kittens. They're so soft and furry.
What a delightful thought, you dear, sweet, fragile little thing. I adore you.
Women, know your limits. In thought, be plain and simple, and let your natural sweetness shine through.
You behind a plow. You ain't got no more business with a plow than a hog is got with a holiday. You ain't got no business cutting up no seed potatoes neither. A pretty doll baby like you is made to sit on the front porch and rock and fan yourself and eat potatoes that other folks plant just special for you.
In the early days of motoring, no woman in her right mind would tackle the job of starting the engine because the job had to be done the hard way. Let George do it was the slogan, and ever since, men have bragged about being the better drivers. Then the muscle savers got to work, and the self-starter put the woman driver behind the wheel instead of in the back seat.
Janie got up with him the next morning and had the breakfast halfway done when he bellowed from the barn. Janie Logan called harshly, "Come help me move this manure pile before the sun gets hot. You don't take a bit of interest in this place. Tain't no use in fooling around in that kitchen all day long. You don't need my help out there. Logan, you's in your place and I'm in mine. You ain't got no particular place. It's wherever I need ya. Get the move on ya, and that quick."
When you look at it, women's work is not for sissies. Most men would have a hard time of it if they were to change jobs with wife, mother, or girlfriend. The homemaker walks miles every day, from sink to icebox, from cupboard to stove, and from kitchen to dining table. Let's use some very special photography to compress the whole job of preparing a meal into a few seconds of time, to see how many steps it really takes to get dinner on the table. Remember, this is a hurry-up picture of just one meal out of more than 1,000. Is that what you'd call a blitz meal? Even an efficiency expert would be staggered by the amount of chasing around and indoor road work that the little woman takes as a matter of course. There's the stair climbing event, for example, usually accomplished full tilt and with an armload of brooms, mops, blankets, and sundry household paraphernalia. Here's another hurry-up picture of the clinging vine whizzing through a day's program that would leave the average mountaineer gasping for breath. Each trip upstairs is the equivalent of lifting her own weight 12 feet. And at the rate of 20 trips a day, that's lifting about 12 tons of weight. Who said weaker sex? Ironing.